All right, guys, let's continue on with the Quran. This one's called The Poets. The Poets. In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate. Ta Sim, Ta Sin Mim, Ta Sin Mim. These are the revelations of the veritable book. You will perhaps fret yourself to death on account of their unbelief. If we will, we can reveal to them a sign from heaven before which they will bow their necks in utter humility. They turn their backs on each fresh admonition they receive from the merciful. They disbelieve, but the truth of that which they have laughed to scorn will dawn upon them. Do they not see the earth, how we have planted on it all kinds of beneficial plants? Surely in this there was a sign, yet most of them do not believe. And surely your Lord is the mighty one, the compassionate. Your Lord called out to Moses, saying, Go to those wicked people, the people of Pharaoh. Will they not take heed? Lord, he said, I fear they will deny me. I may become impatient and stammer in my speech. Send for Aaron. They accuse me of a crime. Moses had killed an Egyptian. That's his crime. They accuse me of a crime. And I fear that they may put me to death. Never fear, said he. Go both of you with our signs. We shall be with you and shall hear all. Go to Pharaoh and say to him, We are messengers from the Lord of the universe. Let the Israelites depart with us. Pharaoh said, Did we not bring you up when you were an infant? And did you not stay in our midst several years of your life? Yet you have done the deed you did. Surely you are ungrateful. And Moses replied, I did that when I had gone astray. I fled from you because I feared you. But my Lord has given me wisdom and made me an apostle. And this is the favor with which you taught me. You have made the Israelites your bondsmen. Who is the Lord of the universe? Said Pharaoh. Moses replied, The Lord of the heavens and the earth and all that lies between them, if only you believed. Do you hear? Said he to those around him. Your Lord, he went on, and the Lord of your forefathers. So Moses goes on. So Pharaoh turns around and asks people around him, like, do you hear what he's saying? And then Moses continues, Your Lord, he went on, and the Lord of your forefathers. And Pharaoh replies to Moses, The apostle who has been sent to you is surely possessed. The Lord of the east and of the west, said Moses, and all that lies between them, if only you could understand. If you serve any other God but myself, he said, I shall have you thrown into prison. Even if I showed you a convincing sign, Moses asks. Moses asked him, even if I show you a convincing sign? Moses replied, Show it to us if what you say be true. He threw down his staff, and thereupon it changed to a veritable serpent, like something you could see. I think it's like get some verification, like an obvious sign, like a veritable serpent. He threw down his staff, and thereupon it changed to a veritable serpent. Then he drew out his hand, and it was white to all who saw it. This man, he said to the nobles around him, is a skillful sorcerer who seeks to drive you from your land by his sorcery. What is your counsel? So he's like, what do you think we should do to this? Like, these are the same signs in the Bible. They replied to Pharaoh, Put them off a while, him and his brother, and send forth criers to the cities to bring every skilled enchanter to your presence. So the nobles responded. The sorcerers were gathered on an appointed day, and the people were asked, Are you all assembled? We may follow the sorcerers if they win the day. And when the sorcerers came, they said to Pharaoh, Shall we be rewarded if we win? Yes, he answered, and you shall become my favored friends. Moses said to them, Throw down all that you wish to throw. They threw down their ropes and staffs, saying, By Pharaoh's glory we shall surely win. Then Moses threw down his staff, and it swallowed up their false devices. The sorcerers prostrated themselves, saying, We now believe in the Lord of the universe, the Lord of Moses and Aaron. Swallowed up their false devices. I don't know. And Moses replied, Do you dare believe in him before I give you leave? No. So Pharaoh, this is Pharaoh. Pharaoh replies to them, prostrating themselves, like bowing down to Pharaoh. No, bowing down to Moses, prostrating themselves, like submitting, like kind of submitting, yeah, like giving up, like, okay. So Moses or Pharaoh says, "Do you dare believe in him before I give you leave? He must surely be your master who has taught you witchcraft. But you shall see, I will cut off your hands and feet on alternate sides and crucify you all. That can that cannot harm us," they replied. "For to our Lord we shall return. We hope our Lord will forgive us our sins, since we are the first who have believed." Then we revealed our will to Moses, saying, "Set forth with my servant in the night, for you will be pursued." Pharaoh sent forth criers to the cities. "These," they said, "are but a puny band who have provoked us much, but we are a numerous army, well prepared. Thus did we make them leave their gardens and their fountains, their treasures and their sumptuous dwellings. Even thus to the Israelites we gave those." So Israel has to flee because Pharaoh's mad and he's going to try to kill them. At sunrise, the Egyptians followed them, and when the two multitudes came within sight of each other, Moses' companion said, "We are surely undone." So they're losing faith. "No," he said, "my Lord is with me, and he will guide me." We bade Moses strike the sea with his staff, and the sea was cleft asunder, each part as high as a massive mountain. In between, we made the others follow. We delivered Moses and all who were with him, and the others we drowned. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Surely your Lord is the mighty one, the compassionate. Recount to them the story of Abraham. He said to his father and to his people, "What is that which you worship?" Recount to them the story of Abraham. He said to his father and to his people, "What is it that which you worship?" They in this Quran they constantly talk about Abraham and how try to get his father to believe, and then the Lord that and the God that appeared to him. Just like let's just picture just some random new God appeared to Abraham, saying that all these other gods your father has been serving for a long time. So that's why it says, Abraham said to his father and to his people, "What is it that you worship?" They responded, "We worship idols and pray to them with all fervor." "Do they hear you when you pray?" he asked. "Can they help you or do you harm?" They said, "This is what our forefathers did before us." Moses or Abraham tells him, this Abraham, Abraham replies to them, "Do you see those you have worshipped, you and your forefathers of old? They are my enemies. Not so the Lord of the universe, who has created me, who gives me guidance, food, and drink, who, when I am sick, restores me, who will cause me to die and bring me back to life hereafter, who I hope will forgive me my sins on the day of judgment. Lord, bestow wisdom upon me and admit me among the righteous. Endow me with a tongue of truthfulness among posterity, and count me among the heirs of the blissful garden. Forgive my father, for he has gone astray. Do not hold me up to shame on the day of resurrection, the day when wealth and offspring will be of no avail, be of no help, and when none shall be saved but him who comes before his Lord with a pure heart, when paradise shall be brought within sight of the righteous and hell be revealed to the erring. They will be asked, where are the idols which you worship besides God? Can they help you or help themselves? And into hell they shall be hurled, they and those who misled them, and Satan's legions all. By the Lord they will say as they contend with them. By the Lord, they will say as they contend with them, we clearly erred when we made you equals with the Lord of the universe. It was but the transgressors who led us astray. We have no intercessors now, no loving friend. Could we but live our lives again, we would be true believers. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Sinner's last words, I guess we'll call it. I don't know, it's just titling it, whatever you want to title it. Sinner's last words. Like when their idols can no longer help them, That's what it's saying pretty much. Surely in that there was a sign, but yet most of them did not believe. Surely your Lord is the mighty one, the compassionate. The people of Noah disbelieved the emissaries. Would you not fear God, said Noah, their kin to them? I am indeed your truthful apostle. That's what he's telling them. Noah is telling them, fear God then and follow me, for this I demand of you no recompense, for none can reward me except the Lord of the universe. Fear God and follow me. They said, are we to believe in you when your followers are but the lowest of the low? I have no knowledge of what they did, he said. My Lord alone can bring them to account. With that you understand, nor will I drive away the true believers. I am sent forth only to give plain warning. Noah, they said, desist, or you shall be stoned to death. He said, Lord, my people disbelieve me. Judge rightly between us. Save me and the believers who are with me. So we delivered him and those who were with him in the laden ark and drowned the others thereafter. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Surely your Lord is the mighty one, the compassionate. Ad disbelieved the apostles. Their kin Hud had said to them, will you not fear God? I am indeed your truthful apostle. Fear God then and follow me. I think Ad was like a city. Surely your Lord is the mighty one, the compassionate. Ad disbelieved the apostles. Their kin Hud had said to them, will you not fear God? I am indeed your truthful apostle. Fear God then and follow me. For this I demand of you no recompense. None can reward me except the Lord of the universe. Will you erect a monument on every hill? Vain is your work. You build strong fortresses, hoping that you may last forever. When you exercise your power, you act like cruel tyrants. Fear God and follow me. Fear him who has given you all the things you know. He has given you flocks and children, gardens and fountains. Beware the torment of a fateful day. This is what Hud's words. You build strong fortresses, hoping that you may last forever. When you exercise your power, you act like cruel tyrants. Fear God and follow me. Fear him who has given you all the things you know. He has given you flocks and children, gardens and fountains. Beware the torment of a fateful day. Fear him who has given you all the things you know. I just find that to be strong. They said, we care nothing whether or not you preach to us. This is but a myth of the ancients. Surely we shall not be punished. Hud's words to the people of Ad. So what does it say? They said, we care nothing whether or not you preach to us. This is but a myth of the ancients. Surely we shall not be punished. A myth of the ancients. Probably talking about the Bible, right? Because this is 600 years after Jesus, and the Bible was written within the first 100 years after Jesus' death. That's what they're saying. Because any later, it would be kind of, that's pretty long. Like what? It's like, think about when something's published, right? It's literally just when something's wrote. Pretty much, we're hoping. They denied him, and thus we utterly destroyed them. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Surely your Lord is the mighty one, the compassionate. The mood, one of the other prophets, or maybe a people, disbelieved the apostles. Their kin Saleh, or Saleh and Hud. So the mood and Ad are people. The mood and Ad are a people. Hud is from Ad. Saleh is from Thamud. So Saleh had said to them, will you not fear God? I am indeed your truthful apostle. Fear God and follow me, for this I demand of you. No recompense, none can reward me except the Lord of the universe. Are you to be left secure in this land amid gardens and fountains, cornfields and palm trees laden with fine fruit, hewing your dwellings out of the mountains and leading a wanton life? Have fear of God and follow me. Do not obey the bidding of transgressors who perpetuate corruption in the land and do no good at all. They said, surely you are bewitched. You are but a mortal like ourselves. Show us a sign if what you say be true. Here, he said, is this she-camel. She shall have her share of water as you have yours, each drinking on an appointed day. Do not harm her, or the scourge of a faithful day shall take you. So she-camel. I need a she-camel. She-camel. I want to put a note here, She-camel. She-camel. What happened with this she-camel? This is not the first time I heard this, but I can't. She-camel. In the Quran. The she-camel of God is a miraculous female camel that appears in the Quran. The story of the she-camel of God is told in the Quran, particularly in Surah Al-Hijr. So the she-camel of God was a gift from God to the people of Thalmud in the ancient Arabia. Remember, so this is, yes, Saleh. It's from ancient Arabia. The people of Thalmud demanded a miracle from the prophet Saleh to prove his prophethood. The she-camel of God was a gift from God to the people of Thalmud in ancient Arabia. God created the she-camel of God out of a rock as a sign to the people of Thalmud. The people of Thalmud killed the she-camel of God, which angered God and led to their destruction. The prophet Saleh told the people of Thalmud to worship Allah and leave the she-camel of God alone. The people of Thalmud killed the she-camel of God despite the prophet Saleh's warning. God punished the people of Thalmud with an earthquake and a shout that took their lives. Interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna highlight that. 1, 2. We're not done yet. She shall have her share of water, and do not harm her. Yet they hamstrung her, and in the morning were repentant. The scourge took them. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Surely your Lord is the mighty one, the compassionate. Lot's people disbelieved the apostles. Their kin Lot had said to them, remember Lot, Sodom and Gomorrah, will you not fear God? I am indeed your truthful apostle. Fear God and follow me, for this I demand of you no recompense. None can reward me except the Lord of the universe. Will you fornicate with the males of humans and eschew the wives whom God has created for you? Surely you are sinful people. He was asking, will you keep like fornicating with the males of humans and eschew the wives whom God has created for you? Surely you are sinful people. Lot, they said, desist or you shall be banished. So they're telling Lot, who are you to like? It's like the same story of Jesus. Like, who are you? You know, Lot. And Lot said to them, I bore your ways, Lord. Deliver me and my kin from their practices. We delivered him and his kindred, all save for one old woman who stayed behind, and the others we utterly destroyed. We pelted them with rain, and evil was the rain which fell on those who were forewarned. Like the rain, like Sodom and Gomorrah, pretty much, right? Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't think I've got that far in the Bible yet. Maybe I did. Is Lot in Genesis? Maybe he is, right? Can't remember. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Your Lord is the mighty one, the compassionate, the dwellers of the forest, the people of Midian disbelieved the apostles. So the dwellers of the forest, Midian, 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 people of Midian. They disbelieved the apostles. Shuaib had said to them, will you not fear God? I am indeed your truthful apostle. Fear God and follow me. For this I demand of you no recompense. None can reward me except the Lord of the universe. Give just measure and defraud none. Weigh with even scales and do not cheat the people of what is rightly theirs. Just measure. Do not cheat the people. Nor shall you corrupt the land with evil. And fear him who created you in the earlier generations. Fear him who created you in the earlier generations. They responded to him, Shuaib. The people of Midian, the dwellers of the forest, responded to Shuaib, you are surely bewitched. You are but a mortal like ourselves. Indeed, we believe that you are lying. Bring down upon us a fragment of the sky if what you say be true. Shuaib responded to the people of Midian, my Lord has better knowledge of what you do. They disbelieved him, and thus the scourge of the day of darkness smote them. It was surely the scourge of a fateful day. Surely in that there was a sign, yet most of them did not believe. Your Lord is the mighty one, the compassionate. This is surely revealed by the Lord of the universe. The faithful spirit has brought it down into your heart that you may give warning in eloquent Arabic speech. It was surely foretold in the scriptures of the ancients. It is not sufficient proof for them that the doctors of the Israelites recognize it. Or is it not sufficient proof for them that the doctors of the Israelites recognize it? It's interesting. Shuaib, Saleh. If we had revealed to a foreign man and he had recited it to them, they still would not have believed. Thus do we put unbelief in the hearts of the guilty. They shall not believe in it until they see the woeful scourge which shall suddenly smite them when they are heedless. And they will say, shall we ever be reprieved? Is it their wish to hurry on our scourge? Think, if we let them live in ease for many years, and then the promised scourge does fall upon them, of what avail will their past enjoyments be to them? Never have we destroyed a city. We did not warn and admonish beforehand. We are never unjust. It was not the demons who brought this down. It is neither in their interest nor in their power. Indeed, they are too far away to overhear it. Interesting, huh? The demons. Therefore call on no other gods besides God, lest you suffer torment. Admonish your nearest kin and show kindness to those of the unbelief or admonish your nearest kin. So like let the people around you love know this truth, and show kindness to those of the believers who follow you. If they disobey you, say, I'm not accountable for what you do. Put your trust in the mighty one, the compassionate, who observes you when you stand upright and when you walk among the worshippers. He it is who hears all and knows all. Shall I tell you on whom the demons descend? They descend on every lying sinner. They eagerly listen, but most of them are liars. Shall I tell you on whom the demons descend? They descend on every lying sinner. They eagerly listen, but most of them are liars. Poets are followed by erring men. Behold how aimlessly they rove in every valley, preaching what they never practice. Not so the true believers who do good works and remember God with fervor and defend themselves only when wronged. The true believers who do good works and remember God with fervor and defend themselves only when wronged. The wrongdoers will then learn to what end they will be overturned. I'm a poet, kind of dissing you here. Not so the true believers who do good. So it says the poets are followed by erring men, like men who make mistakes, like fallible men. Fallible's mistakes, right? Fallible, 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 fallible. Capable of making mistakes or being erroneous. So poets are followed by erring men. Behold how aimlessly they rove in every valley, preaching what they never practice. Not so the true believers who do good works and remember God with fervor and defend themselves only when wronged. The wrongdoers will then learn to what end they will be overturned.